Everybody, I'm Janae Charlene, and welcome back to another episode of Creative Chats, where we creatively discuss ways that we are impacting our communities and have an influence to in turn impact the whole world. So today I have a very special guest with me, a recording artist that has this creativity and this positivity that is really just out of this world. And speaking of out of this world, he is international recording artist, Beny Suave. Thank you for coming, Beny.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So I read and heard that you were nominated for the Wammie.
Yes. Actually, I just got some news today. Sadly, I didn't make it to the finalists, but I have a lot more music coming up and everything. I didn't even know it was my first ever Wammie nomination.
Congratulations.
I had no
That's
idea.
a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I submitted, they approved, and I went hard, but there's just more I definitely could have done. But I was sick for some time, but it's okay. No excuses here. We got more music coming. I got more music that I'm working on right now, and yeah, we're just gonna keep it rolling.
Speaking of, what are you working on right now? I know your last single, the Christmas song, was a hit, and it was such a pleasure just to watch you perform that, and then following, tracking it online. Yeah, it's a very positive, beautiful song, and it's catchy. So, what are you working on now?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I am working on right now on an acoustic record. Just going straight acoustic for this one because it's how it started for me, And before I put out records or singles that have like a lot of like really like not just raw instruments, having 808s and having like true pop music and adding really a lot of like production to it. I want people to understand, who I am truly inside. And it's just me, a guitar or a piano, and my voice. And so that's what my first intro wants to be. It's going to be about like 6 songs, and then I'll put out a regular album later on in the year.
Wow, I'm excited for that because even though this is your intention, as somebody who listens and follows you, you already give that off. You already give off pure artist, creative, talented, positive. So just to see how you're going to isolate that version of yourself and magnify it, I'm really excited to see how that translates.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm definitely very excited, and thank you so much for listening. Really,
of course.
Of course. I can't wait to hear what you got going on.
Thanks. Yeah, this is my month to get in the studio. So found somewhere that is a good fit and just really excited about collaborating and bringing all of that in together and leveling up to your status, But the message, just having the message being consistent of like positivity, uplifting one another and togetherness. So Absolutely. Speaking of that, what is your message going to be on this acoustic project?
There isn't really just a message. It's more of a showcasing of songs that I've already written that I just wanted people to hear. I wanted people to hear these songs that I just thought were so important. And if they speak to you, they speak to you. If they don't, it's okay to speak to other people. But that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to have a collective of songs that show this showcase. But for the actual album called Big Plans, it's everything about manifestation, about how I got here, what I had to do, the whole story of me getting to this point that I'm at today. And so yeah, for Big Plans, the actual like real album, that's gonna be a big message. And that just means like how because I have a YouTube channel as well. And so I stress simply, unique, and versatile. And that's what it's all about. It's the simplicity, the unique side, the versatility of the music, and then of course, yeah. So well, I missed one. SUVP, unique. Oh, and versatile. So yeah, so I got all of them for sure.
Yeah, you did. You can spell. That's great.
I can spell.
It's another reason that I actually appreciate your music and everything you're doing, because like you led with, it's about manifesting. You know, a lot of people give their power away and they forget that we are creators. We're made in the image of God, who is the creators. Therefore, we are the masters of our own lives, and how we create does affect others, which is, you know, why we're doing this show with creative chats, you know, so that we can have an effect on others that help them remember who they are and the impact that they're able to make. And hopefully everybody else catches that positive vibe and just uplifts the vibration of the world. So, you know, you're so aligned. Having you here is just really an honor and a pleasure. You're just like a gift to be around you. It's like a bright light. Yeah, it really is. And like in that space, that venue where I met you, everybody, I don't know if you noticed because you were just being you, but everybody could feel that. Everybody could feel that, you know what I mean? And I just really hope, my prayer is for you that you get the attention that you deserve because of the influence that comes with your presence and your music. So I really pray that for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means the world to hear you say that. And yeah, it's coming together, you know. There's always that moment in an artist's mind where you're just like, I know I can be better. I know I can be better. I know I can be better. And you think sometimes when you put some stuff out, or when you're just starting, you know, you're like, oh, is anybody really listening to this? And actually a couple of days ago, I realized that people are starting to listen to it because one of my friends, her sister is already a fan. She said that she met me and her sister like lost her mind. So she was like, could you just call my sister on her birthday and like wish her a happy birthday? She loves Christmas time. And I was like, oh, sure. Yeah, I got you. So I called her and she was like, she read off my catalog. She was like, I love this song. I love this song. And I was just like, what?
Wow. I'm glad
and she's 13 years old.
I'm glad it's happening for you. Yeah, that's amazing. And you know, word of mouth is the best marketing. So that excited 13-year-old is going to tell other excited 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, whatever. And, you know, that's really how it happens, you know. Just serving and then catching all the benefits from being of service in a positive way, you know.
Absolutely. Because you're just writing these songs to yourself. Yeah, because you're just writing these songs to yourself. And so you're just like, oh, I hope somebody like resonates with it. And so for someone like her to resonate with it, I was just like, oh, that's just so sweet. That's so cute. And I have no idea who she is. No idea.
Wow. So you write all of your songs yourself?
Yeah. I write all.
Wow, you're a great songwriter.
Yeah, I do have to give some credit though. I do give some credit. My mother, Azalea Frazier, is an amazing songwriter. So when I have songs in my heart and then I like write them, I show it to her, and she's always the one who she's the critic. She's the critic of my writing. She knows what my best is, what my worst is. And so there are some times where she like give me a line. She's like, "Oh, I didn't like that one. What if you said it like this?" And I'm like, "You got it." And so I don't want to always just take all the credit. There are people that in my life that inspire me and that you know bring my writing to life. And she's definitely one of them. And she actually helped me write Christmas Time. She because we always wanted we wanted a song that we have done together, like fully. And yeah, 50-50. Me and my mom, we went really hard, and we love Christmas, so that's how we got that song out.
That's amazing. And so I'm so glad you shared that, because early childhood development is so crucial to the people we become, especially like when you look at negligence and like how that translates later. But then you look at healthy engagement, like, you know, the parents spending creative quality time with the child to show you, because how much does it cost you to write a song?
Well, it depends. It depends on so first, to even get it copywritten or to get it copywritten.
How much does it cost you to sit down and write the song from your mind to the paper? How much did that cost?
Nothing.
Exactly. So having those keys as our early, you know, childhood foundation of being able to use what we have to create something
really in depth.
More.
You were like, how much did it cost to make the song? So I was like, oh, I got to go in depth into this. But
not to make the song, to write the song.
To write it. Yeah, absolutely.
And your mom put that there inside of you, and look at how that's translated later. So, wow, just commending her right now, giving her a little edification, because, you know, just showing children how you can take something that you might not realize you have inside of you. God's given us all gifts, and the Bible says your gifts will make room for you, not you make room for your gifts. You know, you do the thing that's essentially free that's inside of you, and then that provides or, you know, manifests in miraculous ways. So it's so amazing that you probably had this really creative childhood just by having her as a mom.
Yeah, she was the reason why I caught the bug. I was in the studio with her while she was doing her recording stuff. Back in the day, my mom was an amazing singer. She still is to me. She says she can't do it anymore, but to me, she will always be. And so when I was in the studio with her, she would like record her songs, but I was just always there, and I was just young. I was really, really young. I was like a toddler, and so just hearing it over and over and over again, it just brought me even closer. And so, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that plays a role. And so from 0 to 7, a child's belief system is created. And so by her having you with her in the studio, 0 to 7, and you were a toddler, this is, I can do this, is what your subconscious, whether you are aware of that or not, your subconscious, like, I can do this, you know? So it's just amazing. I had a similar childhood. My mom also singer, writer, drummer. She was minister of music at the church. Yeah, so therefore I played the drums for the church all the way from childhood up until I went to college. Then my brother took over the drums. But, you know, just having all of that translates into, like, you know, my involvement in music and, you know, my passion to create and to write. I couldn't stop if I wanted to, because it's been embedded in that early childhood foundation of who we are. You know what I mean? So I relate to that.
Yeah, she would have been an international superstar. She was offered a deal by Epic Records, but in a totally different country, in the Philippines, and so she would have blown up. Honestly, like her voice reminds me of Mariah Carey and Kelly Clarkson.
Wow, like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's her voice.
Have y'all made a song together?
No,
like
not yet.
Recorded?
No, not yet. Because she always is like, I don't have it anymore. I don't have it. I'm like, Mom, come on, let's get in the studio. Let's do it. Come on. And so she's like, no, I don't have it anymore. I'm now. Well, she's actually, she runs Rapid Social now. So
cool. So that's a family thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah, because I met your brother, I think it was at
I don't tell many people that, but yeah.
I love it. I'm all about a family business. We have a couple of them, so I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Very proud of them.
So tell us more about Rapid Social then, since we're already here. Like, you know, what are you guys doing there to inspire others to create and then have this whole impact of positivity in turn on the world?
Absolutely. So yeah, we're all about showing the different sides to you, all of your different passions. So like for me, I am a singer-songwriter, but nobody knows that I also play basketball. I'm a point guard. And so that's the kind of stuff that we want to show on Rapid Social. It's all about being your authentic self. And social media nowadays is not really very authentic. And we want to bring that back. We want to bring back the part where views don't equal validation, you know, where your likes don't equal validation. It's about who you are, being true to yourself. And this is a place where if you want to just be yourself, you don't have to post anything about you being rich or flying on the private jet that you don't own or trying to do this and that. This is just authentically you. And I love it. I love the idea. And when they asked me to be a part of it, it was like, oh, because you're our son. No, I had to earn my place. It's not easy. It's not easy to do that. I don't know. Have you downloaded the app yet? Have you checked it out?
I haven't yet. I need to. It's on is it on Android too? Because I prefer my Android. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's on the Google Play Store.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I have to do that. So what happens once you download it? You start sign up an account.
You select a flag. Yeah, so you sign up and you select a flag. So basically the real difference between us and other social media sites is that we have no more hashtags. We separate our feeds to cater to everybody. So let's say so I'm quadracial. I'm Filipino, Jamaican, German, Irish, and Panamanian. So let's say on my Filipino side, I have jokes on Filipinos. I can't post that on my regular feed because nobody's going to understand not all my friends or fans are going to understand what I'm talking about. Only that side would. So I'd post it to the Filipino flag side where there are only Filipinos on that side that will get it. So we're separating. We're not bringing everything together as a big clunch. That's kind of like compressing. We don't want to compress. We want to decompress and open it up to more people. And so that's a really fun side that we have.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah. And we just started a new business side for businesses and entrepreneurs called Rep Deals.
Cool.
So with inflation rising up right now, we're going out to local businesses, small shops, different things, and we're offering them advertisement, but really inexpensive, because usually you could pay like $200 for like 5 days and just have your thing in 5 days to loop. But imagine if you paid $180, but you did it for a whole month, and it costs you $180 a month just to keep it going on our website. And we have almost over 30,000 users. We're on our way and our road to get to 1 million, and we're definitely going to try to do it by this year.
Wow, that's huge! Congratulations, because 30,000 is not a small number either, especially for a new social media platform. I don't think I knew that it was social media. I think I thought it was like community or something like that. So this is great to know, especially like the business aspect, because I might need you guys as far as just promoting maybe this. You know what I mean?
No, seriously. Cool. I'll definitely show you a package once we're done, so you can select for it. But yeah, something like this where it's a podcast. This is just to you, but you want to create funding for it, or you want to get more people to come. Yeah, offer a deal. Offer certain deals to like people to come listen or this and that. It doesn't have to be all money, but it can definitely raise your first off, your awareness for who you are and towards your company. And your podcast.
And the idea I'm getting is because of what the platform is, it can help get more guests so that we can spread more of who they are and awareness of what they're doing. So that's cool.
And then on top of that, and then we don't have bots like other social media apps. All 30,000 users are actual users from the DMV area. So we're hitting right here, right at home. And then as it grows and grows and grows, that will just become a bigger, bold, and we might add on some like geolocation so that when you're in certain places, you'll know what the deals are in certain places. But that's cool. Don't take that from me. Just it's an idea.
Okay, yeah. It's a great idea. So with that, I'm also wondering like how the algorithm operates. Like, how some of these other platforms try to, let's say, encourage creators to specifically post during times a day, or to specifically use like shorts or reels, or like it cares what you're doing when you're using it. Are you guys like that also, or like do you have to post every day in order to be favored, or like what is it?
Well, as me as an influencer, yes, I do definitely try to post every single day. The only times that I don't post is either if I'm having a day off or if I'm sick, which self-care, everybody, self-care. If you're getting too stressed and you just want to just take it down, it's okay to take a break. It is okay. It is okay. We do not have to keep just putting in the gear. Just you can take off the break a little bit, and just enjoy it for a second. But yeah, the algorithm is still actually in worse, because once we hit to 100,000, that's when the algorithm will start really generating on what's going on through our Rapid side. Rapid side is basically like our TikTok. Basically, people show their entertainment on there, and so and then another thing about the algorithm is just no negativity. It's all positive. If there's anything negative, it comes down immediately.
I love it. Wow.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's just coming up.
How long is brand new?
It's since August. Since August, and we've done a lot. Not even a year.
Wow, I didn't realize. That's amazing. So you guys gonna have like an anniversary party or something?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, not August, March. So almost.
That's right around the corner. Next month.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Yep, right next month.
Wow. Are you guys gonna celebrate? Do something?
Yeah, I'm sure that we will definitely do something. That's another thing we're doing with Rep Deals, is that the businesses that are part of the Rep Deals, we're going to create a social event for all those businesses to come in one place and network with all of each other, because they're all going to be a part of the rep deal side. So we want to put together all those businesses and have them, socialize and network with each other.
Wow, that's amazing. Are you doing
a mixer? That's what that was the word I was trying
a
to
mixer.
A mixer.
Oh, okay.
A mixer.
I have somebody I want to connect you with. Do you travel? Like, you would go to like Baltimore? She's in Baltimore, but she's doing these regular events. I'll let her tell you more about it, but it's called International Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a marketing client of mine. So we've been doing like, the graphic art for her. But she's doing some really amazing things. I think the first one is kicking off on the 18th of April. So I'll connect you with her, because they need performers. They're also having opportunities for people to win record deals. There's like labels there. It's
just like us.
That's what I'm saying. You guys should meet for sure, because you can tell her about Rapid Social, and I don't know, some amazing things I believe will really happen.
Sure. Send me her IG or contact information, and I'll
create like a 3-way message or whatever.
And I'll definitely check it out.
I love
you have my number, right?
People. What'd you say?
You have my number, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I got it at the event that we first met at. But I'll check when we get off here to make sure. If not, you can DM it to me or whatever. But I think so.
Absolutely. Perfect.
And I'm weird like that. Like, I can be caught more on Facebook Messenger than my actual text messages or what is it? DMs Messenger on Instagram. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's my thing. It's my thing. I don't know. It's so cloudy. It's my thing.
I thought it was.
Huh?
I was like, I thought it was only my grandmother that does that.
I open them up and it's so many, and I'm like, this feels like emails. Like, I don't know. It's like, no, thank you. And I'll just like close it out. But in Messenger, I don't know, because I've like had it longer. Maybe it's just like not as overwhelming, or I don't know what the psychology is there, but definitely I will reply quicker on Messenger than I will a text message or a DM. So I'm working on that. Don't judge me.
You reply pretty well on IG, so
thank you.
That's how I got in contact with you. Yeah.
Thank you. You're the first person to say that, so thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah, of course. No, not a problem. For me, DMs are interesting. And just messages on different apps are like interesting. You don't know like which one to select. You don't know who's real. You don't know who's not. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what they want. So you're just like, you like skim and you just read like the first couple of sentences that are in your request, and you're like, nah. And then you answer the ones that are like, hey, I love your music. I was just listening to it, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, okay, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Exactly. But then you get like,
You get like, hey, want to order from my brand and you just pay shipping? And like, I'm like, this is not a real model. I'm an actual paid model. Like, excuse me, like, please.
Well,
what is that?
Those are actually really cool, because I love free stuff, and sometimes sometimes people do send me free stuff, which is really nice. I do appreciate it. I do get them, by the way. So if you guys are wondering, I do get them. It's but then there are some companies that are just like a little shady. I don't know.
This is what I'm talking about. That
the other day, somebody offered me a contract for about $3,000, and I was supposed to do a whole photo shoot and everything. I called the company to make sure that it was like actually legit. And that person was either trying to put me on the black market or something else, because they were just like, yeah, that's not us. You need to put that as spam. Don't answer it again. Like, don't send them anything. And I was like, oh my God. And they were talking about like how much my body weighs and what's my waist size and jeans. And I'm just thinking, this is clothes. I'm not thinking somebody's trying to actually like come get me or like kill you, but like, yeah, it's crazy out here. That's crazy. I was just like, whoa.
So,
but I'm just happy that.
You say you're happy that what?
I'm just so happy that I didn't go through with it, and that
I'm glad you did.
I'm here today. I'm here today to talk to you. So,
amen. You got to trust your instincts. I'm about to blow the spot on them for a second. Like, they might not like it, but I have an e-commerce store. And so when I was being coached into creating it and all of that stuff, a marketing strategy that is very commonly and pretty popularly used is to send these DMs to influencers or models and say, hey, you can shop on my site for free and you just pay the shipping. Because of the control that we have over pricing and how things are done, when they're asking you to pay for shipping, you're actually paying for the merchandise. So that's why I said what I said the way I said it. It's not that I'm not grateful for like people like, coming to me, I see that they're not actually doing that. I see that they're like just trying to get a check. And
if it's a scam, it's a scam.
This is what I mean. It could be okay. You said it. But
if it's a scam, it's a scam. Call it what it is. Right. Yeah, what's legit. If it's legit, you're gonna stand by it. If it's not,
I've never had to pay for anything that was legit. Like, I've had legit. I still get them like legit opportunities and scouting things and and never have I ever had to pay anything. You get paid is what I'm saying. It's a little bit when you're asking me for something that's like suspicious to me right then and there. Like, so everybody should just be careful. If you like the product, it's a great deal because they're giving you like a discount and all that. But if you're like, hoping it's an opportunity, like, oh, I'm gonna be a model for them, like that's not what that is. It's not.
It's the way you word things.
Exactly.
It's definitely the way you word things. But for starting artists, I have to say this, and I've been getting this a lot of like, how do I get paid gigs? How do I get this? How do I get that? Understand something. If you are just starting, you are not going to get the money that you think that you deserve. You have to understand, it's all about the opportunity. It's all about connections. It's all about that. That's what it's all about. It's all about marketing. It's all about showcasing yourself. Like you have to build yourself to a point where people are like, wow, okay, this guy is serious. I can't just have him at my show like this. The only people that I would do that I do that for, and honestly, I take every opportunity. Doesn't matter if it's paid or not. If it's a chance for me to be in front of somebody on stage, doesn't matter if it's 2 people, you take those opportunities. That will just build your career and build your performance, build your voice, build your whole presence, everything. So you walk into a room, just like Janae said, and people just start coming up to you. That's how you do it.
Yeah. And, really, it just also gives people a better idea of who you are, like your character, right? So like for me, like I try to live biblically as much as I can, like from my mindset to like my behaviors and disciplines. But, when you walk into a room that had like a small audience and you still put on your best show, you give your greatest self, that says a lot about your character and the kind of person you are, because it says, I'm not too good to be here. I'm not better than anyone. And the scripture tells you, like, he who is first shall be last, or, your enemies will be your footstool. People who think they're above will be beneath. And so I'm never too good to do anything or be of service, because I don't want God to like try to humble me in those ways, like I'm already humble. I'll show up if there's 3 people, because again, you should be grateful for the opportunity, because we're talking about people getting appreciated and opportunities for doing what they love, doing stuff that is inside of you. So how can you reject someone giving you a chance to do what it is you love to do? And even now, I still do a lot of things I don't want to say for free, but I do them from heart. You know what I mean? I do them for service. I do it because of the calling and because of the gift. I also know my worth and my value, but at the same time, I'm okay with giving. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying.
Absolutely. And it also just depends on the energy. There could be somebody who is just like, hey, I'm just putting on the show. I don't have a lot of money, but I would just love to have you there. Dude, you know what? You came up to me, you shot me straight, and this could just help me in my performance. Thank you. I'll be there.
Yep. And there's so many creative ways that us as entrepreneurs and artists could do what we need to do, right? Like people sell books, they sell merchandise, autographed photos, whatever. So it's like, if it's a great opportunity, or someone, needing just some support from the artist, there are other ways, like I said, that if you needed money, you can make that make sense, but it does take a collaborative effort, especially when you're at a certain level, you know what I mean? So, but I pray to keep that same heart and humility no matter what level, because again, I don't want God to try to humble me. I don't want God to try to humble me. I don't want him to do that.
No matter what, no matter if you're at the top of your game or whatever, you always got to be nice to people. I learned that at a very young age, but I saw that more in somebody like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, you know, who was at the top of his game, but he was just always nice, always be kind to people, you know. Watching Ellen as a kid, be kind to one another. It was always be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. It was stressed. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Wait, it was there was a quote. I think Joe Biden said it. He said, nobody's better than you, but you're not better than anyone else." Something like that.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I love that.
Yes, something like that. I have to look it up again. It's like, hey, you're better than no one, no that. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it
But
up
that was
somehow.
the point. That was the point,
Yeah,
though. You got the
absolutely,
message.
absolutely. And so yeah, always stay humble. Don't think that you're better than everybody. You know, when we were at the Who Reps It Best competition, there was this guy, and I hope he doesn't see this. I'm just not gonna name. I'm not gonna name a name. It's
Just
okay.
don't, yeah.
I don't think he would. He couldn't get $30 to go back home. It's okay. I couldn't. I don't think he would. But yeah, he came in and he was like, I'm the best. He's like, y'all don't even know. And we told him he had 90 seconds to get on stage, do his thing, and then the judges are gonna judge him. And he was like, nah, man, I need like 3 minutes. I need 3 minutes. No, 3 minutes max, man. Lil Wayne just called me the other day. You're gonna want me on that stage. You're gonna do this and that. And this guy was nobody. Everybody in the room had views, had likes, had streams, had everything. This guy wasn't even in like the top 20, like not even anywhere near. And he was just so cocky, and everybody was just like, ugh. Like, it was just yeah, you just don't want to be around that kind of person.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
that's too bad.
So
yeah, lights shine and stars are bright, so it just is what it is. But speaking of that guy, the arrogance of that guy, two things are going to happen. Either he's going to have a most humbling experience ever, or people are going to play with him surrounding that arrogance. And what do you call it? Gaslighting. And that is probably the most, that's worse, right? Is when people are feeding into your ego, but you don't even know that you're the joke, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just going to pray for him that, he has a change of heart and realizes that it's better to collaborate than to compete. Ooh. Yeah. Collaboration versus competition.
She is on, I don't know, what you take this morning for you to have all these truths like this? Oh my goodness. Coming out and just dropping a mic on me. This is crazy. This is just straight going crazy on
me. The mic.
That's just, yeah. This is like, the place I'm at right now is like my demo studio. So like this is where I like come, and because right now I'm putting in a door. So you see that little thing right behind me right here?
Yeah.
So it's an actual like door. I'm putting a door on somewhere. But
that's cool.
But yeah, here, let me see if I can unblur to show you like, so these are where like most of the records are made. This is where it first starts and how it like all works and comes together. It all starts off with like where I have my keyboards and stuff, and then I just start recording, and then lyrics start coming up, and then it happens all right here. And guys, I'm telling you, it's very minimal. Like everyone thinks I have like this like extravagant like studio. Yeah, I go to extravagant studios, but like in my basement, it's just 2 monitors, interface, MIDI keyboard, my guitar, my amps and plugins and all this other stuff that's on my computer, and that's really it. And that's all you really need. So if you guys want to know how much all of this costs, it's like pretty much about like $500. You got $500 to spare. You put it to yourself, and
it's tax season. They might have $500 to spare. It's tax refund.
Yeah, season. I mean, there's other ways to do it, like at $250. There's other ways to, but like, yeah, if you guys want to get started, you just got to get started. There's so many people that are like, I don't got the right equipment. I don't got right this. I don't got this. I don't got that. I was like that too when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Now it's just a grind. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep going and leveling up as much as you can. Do it all.
There's excuses, right? And then there are results. So
absolutely.
No
Absolutely. And
excuses,
so
just results. That's what my dad says. He always says, no excuses, just results. You know?
just
So,
result.
yeah, just results.
She's
No
dropping a
excuses.
mic today. Another one.
I love it. Love it.
No, it's
So
great.
speaking
And
of, because you were giving advice just a moment ago,
sure.
that's a great tip for basically what you're saying is just get started, right? Like don't think about the
Absolutely.
details, all this stuff will come, just create and get started. What would you say to someone who is having writer's block? Because that's a real thing too. Once you are getting started, it's like,
Ooh.
oh, I'm ready. I got everything I need and nothing's coming.
Understand something. Writer's block is a mental thing. Understand that. It's a mental thing. You can get out of it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can get out of it. I have been in it for months. Months and months and months and months and months before. Now I'm on like a writing like rampage. But like there have been points in life where I have been in writer's block for months and nothing has come to me. And what helped me was getting outside, you know, because when you're in a studio and you turn the lights off and this and that and you're just in a dark place just writing and making music, it kind of gets, you need some sunlight. So I would recommend going outside, actually putting down stop thinking about the lyrics or what song you're writing. Go out, be with your friends, go out, be with either, if you're in a relationship, go out with your girl, hang out for like a couple of hours, then come back. You need a break. That's what that means. It's just, you just need a break. And that happens once you're writing songs like constantly. So like once I get into a consistency of like just writing songs, I know at some point that I'm gonna have that moment of writer's block, and that's okay. Just keep trying every single day. You might not get a whole verse in that day, but you might get a line that's like, oh, I like that line. Where can I go with this line? I like this line. And you might be on that line for 2 weeks, but you just gotta just keep going. And so what I say for writer's block is get away from it. Get away from the music for a little bit. Go outside. Get get a get some fresh air and just chill for like an hour or two. Don't take this as like, oh, I need a whole day to rest. No, 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 no. An hour or two. That's it. You can go play some video games, you can do something, but come back and rethink, because that's sometimes what happens is that like even now while I'm writing this song for Valentine's Day, I'm doing it as a duet. I'll reveal that later. Who with, because
Exciting.
it's exciting. It's exciting. It's very exciting. And so even right now I'm still writing the chorus, and there are some lines that I'm still like, it's not hitting. It's not hitting right there. And so sometimes it takes me a while to like, oh, okay, all right, great. He's like, I got no complaints. Call me insane. Why is it calling me insane? I've never met someone like you. Oh, I like that. That's cool. That's cool. That's a nice. I got no complaints. Yeah, you call me insane. I never met someone like you. Like it's just like once it like hits
Yay.
you and you're like, oh, okay, and then you just get right back into it. But you just have to take it. You got to go away for a little bit. That's really all I would say. And so anybody who's in those month writing block and just like my music career is over, no, I promise you just need to get away for a little bit, and also experience. You can't write songs if you're not living your life, you know. And so go out. Don't try to find experiences. Just have them. Just go out without any expectations, and I promise you, you'll just start thinking of, oh, I know I'm writing next. Oh, I know what I'm doing now. Like this is so yeah. Just go out, stay away, and come back in a couple of hours, and I promise you'll have something. Even if it's not a full out project, you'll have a line or two to go based off, and you can just go on from there.
That is great advice. But my favorite part was how you just gave us a performance. I was like, oh, look, he's in action.
I had to show you.
Yes.
I had to show you. I gave you a little snippet of the song, a little snippet. I haven't done that yet.
Thank you.
I haven't done that yet. I was gonna show a little bit of it. Probably I'll do a video today after I was done here. But yeah, I'm working on it. It's gonna be really, really nice.
Glad we can warm you up for your
Yeah,
video.
thank you. Yeah, I got the lights on. I'm gonna fix it though because it's just like gleaming. It's like all dark here. Everybody's gonna
Yeah,
be
the
like, "Oh, this."
shadows are hard sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got two. There's one on this side, this guy, and then the one that's holding the device right now.
I'm
But
sorry for everybody
whatever it
who's
takes.
like, "This guy doesn't know how to use a light." Yeah, I'm not a lighting expert. I promise you.
That's a whole nother craft. You know what I
That's a
mean?
whole nother craft. You want me to write a song for you? I'll do that. But
Speaking
social
of that,
media.
as an artist, what's your favorite aspect of being an
Uh huh.
artist? Like, is it performing? Sounds like it could be writing. It might even be like, making music. What is it for you? Your favorite aspect of being an artist? I mean, I know collectively all of it, but I mean, if you had to
No,
pick
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's a great question, and it changes a lot for me. When I'm in the creation mode, I love the writing. I love the writing process. I love creating that story of where, you know, it where once you make a song, because you can put like lyrics together, and it can make no sense. But once you get something that really it sounds like really good, like just how I just did, those moments are like my favorite. But overall, honestly, I love performing. I love it.
I knew you were going
I
to say
love
that.
performing.
I
I
had a
love
feeling you
performing.
would say that. It comes across when you perform. Like you can tell you are just so comfortable there. There are some people who show up as themselves, and that's fine. I really like that because they say the darndest things in between the sets. You know what I mean? They say the darndest things. But
Yeah, oh
then there's
yeah.
actually don't even get me started on the last one that I saw where this was happening. Anyways, I'm not gonna go
Okay,
there.
you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me about it.
Oh,
No,
because
that
I
was
don't
so
know,
funny.
like it's too specific because like the song titles involved, so that the artist would know like who it is. But to make it a long
Did you
story
go up to
short,
them afterwards and you're like, "Oh, I thought you were amazing.
I
You
did
should
not.
check
He
this
walked like
out."
right in
No,
front of me too, and I
I
just
think you're good.
smiled, you know.
I
But
think
it
you're
was
good. I think you're
about an
good.
ex. He was writing about an ex, like who he I guess he really loved and was surprised by the lack of reciprocation, maybe or something. And so he just went on everything that made her her. And then in between it, the sets, he was like just like F that person, and it had the crowd involved, and like I mean it was just too
Oh,
much. It was too much. I was like, this person is bleeding from their heart right now. Like he's dying up there. But anyway, again, like from an audience perspective, most people have had their heart broken and could connect with like that side of like
yeah.
anger or resentment. So it's a hoot from a performance standpoint when an artist gets up there and they're just themselves. But you, as an artist, are different when you're on stage because you're a performer. So this is
Mhm.
somebody who is like, just oozing themselves out there, whereas you're somebody who is like giving yourself when you're up there. It's a difference, right? And so
There is.
yeah, I love watching the different aspects of performance. And when you're up there, you're sharing, you're comfortable, you're conscious of your audience and you're serving. It like the
Mhm.
other person it was about them, right? He was like, this is my therapy right now. I'm getting it out. And you're like, this is about you. Let's have a good time. Come on. And like, it's just a different vibe. Neither is wrong or right, but I definitely
Mhm.
appreciate the more uplifting vibe that you bring when you perform for sure.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, when I make my heartbreak albums, that's what I'll be like. I ain't never gonna stop loving you. I swear to it, baby. It's still gonna be charming though. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be like, man, fuck this.
Yes. And then everybody say it with me.
Can't do that.
This is
I
her
would
name.
never.
F this person. Like I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But I'm sure that made him feel better.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no. Yeah, also another thing, guys, do not tell people that you're writing about them. That's just weird in itself. That like I don't do that at all. Like that's just like if somebody has inspiration, if I'm inspired by someone or a certain event, you don't tell that person. You put it out there, and if they want to guess, they can guess. But I highly recommend nobody goes up on stage and just says, "I love Juice Felicia." Like don't go up there doing
Oh my
that.
goodness.
And
That's
also
hilarious.
performance etiquette. performance etiquette, I have to get into this because, guys, you got to look at the audience. You can't just keep keeping your head down and trying to do this
Yeah,
and that. You got to
yeah.
engage. There has to be engagement, and that's something that people lack. I know it's a confidence issue, and maybe you're just like not comfortable, but you just got, it doesn't matter if you are on the floor. You're not even on a stage. If you're on the floor, you got to get into it. You got to get people into it. And that's how people start to believe you. And that's how you grow a community. And so, yeah, look up, please. Like, I've been seeing a lot of performers that just keep looking down or like just stomping around and like keeping their back towards the audience. That's the worst that you could possibly do.
Wow.
Unless you are a star and you're talking to the band or something, and you're like, "Hey guys, that was fantastic, man! You guys are amazing. Hey guys, give it up for the band." Then you come right back to the audience. But sometimes people like literally will just stay in the back and look.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, straight up like
that's
just
weird.
yeah, it's weird. It's so
Yeah.
weird to me, and I don't understand it. But yeah, please, artists, just please engage more.
Do you do workshops at all? You're a great teacher. Like I feel like a lot of people that watch this show in particular, they're going to
Mhm.
learn so much about how to have more etiquette and poise on stage and even about song creation, like what you shared a lot today. Thank you so much. But I'm like, are you doing workshops at all? Because you really could if you
Absolutely.
artist development workshops.
Um, no, I don't have the patience to.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm like, it's more on, this game is about making other people, helping everybody, but mostly it's you got to get better, you got to do this. And so for me, this the stuff that I've learned over the years, I'll tell somebody, but I won't like sit there and be like, you got to hold the mic like this, you can't cuff it like this.
Yeah,
That's
that
another
part.
thing. You
Yeah.
cannot cuff a mic like this does not work.
That's for movies. That's not
Hold it
for
like this.
show.
Yeah, yeah, you got to hold the mic like this, you got to have it open. There's like stuff like that. It would just take a minute, but hey, maybe in the future, once I get to the point that I really want to be at, and where I can actually honestly start doing stuff like
Yeah.
that, because my notoriety isn't up to where I want it to be. Once I get to where I want to be, I'll I'll open that up and like do like I'll partner with masterclass and teach everybody
Yeah, a lot of them do that. That's a good idea.
how to
It's a great
be
idea.
entertainers.
Mhm.
I think Usher does that, or does he does perform? He teaches how to
Most
perform.
of them do that. Like Alicia Keys has one. I'm pretty sure the Dr. Dre had one. Um there's a girl, Nisha. I really admire her. Do you know her, Nisha?
Nisha?
Yeah. She Nija, if I'm not saying it right, I apologize.
No.
But a lot of people don't know that, but your favorite songs or songs by your favorite artist, she's written them and she is under 25. Like I want to say she's like 21 or something. She's very young. And so she's been doing this for a minute. And every once in a while, just like most great writers, they'll put out a song. They'll be like, "This is too hot. Can't nobody have this," and they'll put it out themselves or whatever. So she's kind of like that. She doesn't have a whole bunch going on for herself because she's a writer and she's a very accomplished writer. I'm telling you, you got to look her up. Matter of fact, I'll send you a link to how you can see. You probably like, how did I miss this? But she does workshops on like songwriting for free, I think, like just on YouTube. I've seen her doing it. And it's so crazy because as successful as she is, the numbers, like I'm like, does nobody know that she's doing this? Like you get a chance to learn from her for free. Like everybody, there should be higher numbers on these videos. Look at her accolades. But yeah, sometimes what I'm saying is like when the gift is there, if the passion for teaching or sharing is there, then just do it because sometimes that doesn't translate the way you think it would. Like you're like, when I get this certain level of success, then I'll do it. Like that works for masterclass, maybe some of them, but look at her, she's got that, and still like certain people are missing out on her free teachings, you know what I mean? And then there are other people who are doing it on their way up. So, I just thought that because again, you're bringing so much value and you're just a great speaker and a teacher, and you can tell it's coming from your heart. But I don't know, I was just asking.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing of the reason why I'm kind of like hesitant on teaching is because, you know, I can talk and teach and do this and that, but it's up to that person to retain it. So I would hope that somebody would actually that wanted to learn would actually go there and actually retain the information and wouldn't just be like, oh, that was great, bro. All right, cool.
Right,
Go do their own
right,
thing. And
right.
so but that once I get to the space, the place that I really that I feel that I'm like, all right, now I really got to tell this story. I really gotta now I got to tell people how I did it and this and that. Then I'll definitely I'll be open to the suggestion
That's
of
cool.
going in and showing my songwriting, how I do it, my performance, how I get ready for those vocal warm ups, vocal exercises that you can do, certain things like that. So, but thanks
Speaking
for putting that
of,
in my brain.
of course, I'm a very creative individual and ideas just like flow through me all day, every day, like endlessly. But which is why I'm in business management
And you're a
also.
great interviewer
Thank
too, because
you.
I used to do
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're
yeah,
having
you
a good
are.
time
You're
here.
very engaging. Oh,
Yay.
I'm having a great time.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just
I don't even
friends
care about the
talking.
time.
Yeah, it's just friends talking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's the vibe I like it to be. Just friends talking and sharing, from a positive space, and hopefully something we talk about or share catches and inspires others to do the same. But save me a spot. I want to make a song together. Okay. I don't know when. I told you I'm getting into the studio this month. So I'm gonna
hmm
do these projects just as like a sound template because it's been a while for me, right? And I'm reinventing my sound. So I'm doing that to
absolutely.
kind of just have something to showcase. And then once I double back to like, doing original things, because these are kind of like mixtape-ish, then that's when I'll
hmm
be like, Benny, I need
Hey,
you. Okay.
hey, listen, you hear it now. Janae, Charlene, and Beny Suave will do one in the future for sure.
Yay.
I'm there. I'm there.
See, I waited
I'm
till
there
we
for
were
you.
recording to ask you.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I know who you're working with, and I know
Thank
he's
you.
serious.
Yeah,
So
thank
it's
you.
like, I'm like, yeah, there's no reason for me to be like, you
Yeah,
sure? Can you sing? Can you do this? No, I'm sure that you can. I'm sure that you will.
thank
And
you.
yeah, because he doesn't play.
No,
He's
he
like, if
doesn't.
you can't sing, you can't be on here.
That's right. Yeah, and I sang for him a cappella, and he was just like, "Oh my God!" And he was just he lit up. He was because I could tell, like just like my modeling background, and just if you didn't know I was putting out music 10 years ago, then you just didn't know, or whatever, right? So to be like, and then even that is all rappy, like, you know what I mean? So to be like,
To talk
I
about
have
your
this
old
really,
music though, that
am I being
uh
interviewed? Don't you have a YouTube channel? Don't you want to invite me to yours? Not gonna make
yeah,
this about me.
you know what? Actually,
Okay,
with Suave, with
what'd
Suave
you
Life
say?
coming back up, with Suave Life coming back up, the YouTube channel, because I want to get right back into it. Honestly, I miss it so much. I I I loved making those videos, and people still are like, they hit me up and they're like, "When's another one?" It's been like months, and so I'm like, okay, I have to come back, and I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna multitask and figure out how I'm gonna make music and videos on top of that. So with that being said, we'll definitely have to do a
I can't
video as
wait.
you
Thank
seem super
you.
adventurous, and that's what Swab Life is all about. It's literally just
Thank
going out
you.
and having a good time, and we might just do a whole vlog or help somebody out, stuff like that.
I love it. I do a lot of things for the homeless or like people with less, you know what I mean? Just because I know what it's like to you need support, you know what I mean?
hmm
And yeah, I don't know. I've always just been a giver. And everybody that knows me knows that. Like if there's one thing that would be consistent about me, they'd be like, "Oh, she's a really grateful person and a very giving spirit." Like that's just
hmm
like how I am. So whatever we can do,
Yep.
ride around and bless the homeless together and like just vibe or whatever. I don't know, whatever God will tell us what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be it doesn't have to be homeless people. Like I was giving out letters, just letters to people that had nice things to say. Like, hey, I hope you're having a great
Oh,
day, this and that. And yeah, just to see the reaction. Some of them were like, the fuck is this?
spreading
Why's it got
kindness.
a
Get some.
why's it got a heart on it?
It's not
Like,
February,
man,
it's
just
July.
read the notes. Read the notes. But yeah, if you watch
Yeah.
that video, It's one of my
Oh,
more popular ones. But yeah, that was like really nice to do. And yeah, just going different places. I definitely want to travel with this one. And with the music being made, I also want to showcase that side of me too. And so yeah, it's just a perfect opportunity and perfect time for me to come back. And so
I
we'll
can't wait.
definitely plan something for sure soon.
Thank you. Thank you. As we wrap up, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you and how they can support you.
Absolutely. Again, my name is Beny Suave. You guys can find me on all social media platforms, especially Repit Social. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, everywhere. I'm like in 1,400 different places. So, but you guys can all follow me there and check out my music. I got a bunch of new stuff coming out, and tell my fans and everybody that has supported me ever since. I thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys all see this, and you guys like, and stay suave, everybody.
Wow, you guys heard it here. Wow. I'm just so impressed by your heart, just knowing that you're writing notes. And so I know you're spreading kindness and positivity through your music and just through who you are for people that get to come in contact with you, whether it be in person or on your social media, you do the same thing. But to know that you're having this other impact with random people, I would call them strangers, but we're all brothers and sisters. But this random impact of kindness
Mm-hmm.
with other people, I really hope our listeners, our viewers hear that and really get inspired about ways that they can create the same impact in their communities or people that come into contact with them. So thank you again so much for being here and shining your light and spreading all this
Absolutely.
kindness. I cannot wait to work together more. I'm looking forward to your collective project of, your catalog that you've been kind of holding back, but you'll be releasing soon. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking
Oh, I'm
forward to
super
us
excited.
creating together as well. So thank you for coming. Can't wait to have you back.
Thank you so much, Janae. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I hope to be back soon. Absolutely incredible. You asked great
Thank you.
questions,
Thank
and
you.
it was a pleasure to talk to you. It was a great way to start my morning too. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad. And to get you warmed up for your video with the song snippet, right?
Yes,
Looking forward to
yes, with
seeing
the
that a
song
little later.
snippet. Yep, absolutely. And then posting about thanking everybody for voting for Christmas time and this and that. But you just got to keep the show going, baby. Let's go.
That's right. That's right. Well, God bless you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you next time on another Creative Chat.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.